My name is Mariam Awal, and I am a second-year master's student at Zaytuna College. When I think about what Zaytuna College has done for me, I first think about coming here as a freshman 6 years ago. I was very passionate about changing the world, but I didn't know what that meant or how to do that. The first thing that I think Zaytuna really taught me was how to channel that into something. So how to then think about those issues clearly and write about them and speak about them. Now moving forward, I have the toolbox that I need to further be able to access the Islamic tradition on my own. So I have my teachers behind me, I have their voices and their instruction behind me, but I also have my own perspective and my own ability to access those Islamic texts. One thing that I really loved and that always comes to mind when people first ask me, like, what is the thing that is so special about Zaytuna? It's always the people for me. I think first and foremost, my BA cohort, we went through 4 years together, we went through the pandemic together, and like the bonds that we have created, it really is it's nothing more than just family. The thing that I will definitely miss the most and that I love the most was being able to cultivate relationships with people from all different audiences, different walks of life, and to see the way that Islam can unite people in such a powerful and beautiful way when you really have that love that's underlying all of that. What I'm looking most forward to when I graduate from Zaytuna is being able to kind of use the skills that I have and the foundation that I have to be able to spread hope to other people. I was just talking to someone about this recently, this idea that I think kids are really growing up today without any sense of hope. You know, there's climate change, there's political crises, there's economic crises, and it's like at a global scale. And so it really feels like I'm growing up in this world, but there's really no chance for me to live a meaningful life. And I think when I was at Zaytuna, I really saw that actually, like, all the passion that I had, there was a place for it to go. And there was a way for me individually to live a meaningful life, and then also to be able to do that in community. I really look forward to being able to kind of show our next generation that ability to hope by using, you know, the liberal arts, using the Islamic tradition to be able to actually understand the world and understand why these things happen, make sense of them, and say, okay, actually, I have a role in making all of this better. Each of us has a different role. It might be something completely different, like it could be the arts, or it could be science, or it could be, you know, writing. And so each of us has a role to play, and ultimately it will take all of us doing what we need to do collectively to build a community that is meaningful, that is hopeful, and that is leading to something better for all of us. I just did my master's thesis on how Muslim legal scholars are engaging with capitalism, and I think one of the biggest aspects of capitalism is this idea of debt and loans and interest. And one of the ways that we experience that is through student loans. It's something that I think most Americans deal with, especially now when you're expected to get a college degree in order to be able to get a job. My gratitude to the supporters is not just for my own individual education that I've received here and the ability to graduate debt-free, and all of the resources that I've had throughout my 6 years here, all of the food, all of the books, all of the all of my access to my teachers, all of my free time, all of these things that like were so impactful for me individually, but then also being able to see how as Muslims, we actually do have the ability to be able to counteract this system of debt and the system of loans and interest, because we've seen it here, that we've graduated now, you know, over 100 students debt-free, and being able to see that hope on a practical scale, not just, you know, theoretically in my thesis, but also being able to see this is actually something that Muslims can do and that we have a stake in. Thank you so much to all the supporters for being able to help me see that.